Hatha Yoga is the art and science of balancing the equal and opposite energies that are part and parcel of our very existence. These energies can be found right down in the cations and anions of our cells, the electrons and the protons of our subatomic and atomic structure, and at the physical gross level, the fact that we have a right and a left side, a right and a left nostril, a right and a left eye, and of course the right and the left veins. The ancient yogis, especially the Natha yogis of the northern Indian tradition and the Siddha yogis of the South Indian tradition, have given us great detail about the nadis. Some say there are 72,000, some say 360,000, and our Guru Swami Geetananda Giri used to say 729,000 nadis. The nadis are the subtle energy channels that are located in our pranamaya kosha, the subtle aspect, the sukshma sharira of our existence. One of the most important concepts that we use in yoga that has percolated into our day-to-day yoga therapy, yoga chikitsa practice is the use of the right and the left nostril breathing techniques. The right nostril breathing technique is called Surya Nadi pranayama, whereas the left nostril breathing technique is the Chandra Nadi pranayama. The Surya Nadi is the termination at the right nostril of the energy flow that comes up the right side of the body. This energy, starting on the right, terminating on the right at the right nostril, this energy flow, a major energy flow, is known as the Pingala Nadi. And similarly, on the left we have another energy flow starting on the left, ending on the left, which is known as the Ida Nadi. We have the Pingala Nadi on the right, Ida Nadi on the left. Of course, the most important is the Sushumna that is running down the Canalus Centralis, which is not the topic of our discussion today, maybe on another day. The right and left energy flows through the Pingala and the Ida Nadi. These energy flows terminate at the right and left nostrils as the Surya Nadi at the right nostril and Chandra Nadi at the left nostril. Surya meaning the sun, the solar energy, a warm golden energy, whereas Chandra refers to the moon, a cool silvery energy of the lunar nature. These energies can be understood on the right as being sympathomimetic. It is enhancing the function of the sympathetic nervous system that enables us to survive at any cost. The fight or flight response, the stress response, is mediated through the sympathetic system, and the right nostril helps us to do so. Whereas the left nostril enables us to go into the parasympathetic nervous system, that is the rebuilding, recuperating, healing part of our autonomic nervous system. The sympathetic is catabolic, burning up our resources to keep us alive. And the parasympathetic is anabolic, replenishing our resources so that we live to fight another day. We find that the right nostril breathing, which is the Surya Nadi pranayama, enables us to become active. On those days where you are feeling very dull, lethargic, you don't feel like getting out of bed, but you know you need to get out and face the world, the right nostril breathing can set the tone for the day. But most of the time, we are all so stressed up and stressed out that we need the parasympathetic nervous system to cool us down, to calm us down. We find that most of the people who come to us require deactivation, relaxation, because they are so stressed out. The stress-induced psychosomatic disorders such as hypertension and diabetes, irritable bowel syndrome, you name it, it's there. We find that all of those patients can benefit a lot from the left nostril breathing. The right nostril is activating us, whereas the left nostril is relaxing us. Of course, the aim of all yoga is balance. As Lord Krishna tells us, Samatvam Yoga Uchate, that equanimity, the homeostatic balance, autonomic balance, that is the goal of yoga. But for people who have a higher functioning of the sympathetic, they are always stressed out. For them, we find that the left nostril breathing brings them back to the center point, that middle balance point. But then there are people who are so lethargic, so tired, that they need the activation, and then we use the right nostril breathing. Of course, as seen in this diagram, our right nostril has a connection with the left brain, and the left nostril with the right brain. Now, if we understand that our right brain is much more to deal with the qualitative aspects of life, having a good quality of life through music, arts, creative thinking, whereas the left brain that is connected to the right nostril is more for the day-to-day activities. How can I make more money? How can I stay alive? What type of calculations we need to do? The analytical, logical thinking is much more in the left brain, whereas the creative thinking, the qualitative aspects in the right brain, the quantitative in the left brain. Quality, quantity. Depending on what you want to enhance in your life, right nostril would enhance quantitative, and left nostril the qualitative aspects of your life too. For me, I always find a parallel that in Indian culture we talk about Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity, and Saraswati, the goddess of wisdom, knowledge, arts, creativity. For me, Lakshmi is the left brain, Saraswati, the right brain. Depending on which one you want to bring into your life and how you balance both of them. The balance is yoga, right and left balance. To perform this set of pranayamas, you could use a simple gesture, the Nasagra Mudra, and if you close your right nostril with your thumb, you could start breathing in and out through the left nostril. Similarly, if you want to do right nostril, you would use the ring finger to close the left nostril and you can breathe through the right. This is the normal mudra used, the Nasagra Mudra. However, our Guru Swamiji Gitananda Giri has said that we can use the Vishnu Mudra. Now, using the Vishnu Mudra, you start to symbolize the Pingala Nadi, the Ida Nadi, and the Sushumna in the center. And the Sushumna, the focus is placed at the Bhru Madhya, that midpoint between your eyebrows. And this helps you then to regulate whether you want to do right nostril or whether you want to do left nostril or the alternate nostril breathing too. This is called Vishnu Mudra. Vishnu is the preserver, the one who keeps things in balance. And definitely this mudra enables us to balance the right and the left aspects of our existence, balancing the surya and the chandra, the pingala and the ida, the sympathetic, the parasympathetic, the dominating and the passive actions, the activating nature and the deactivating, relaxing, and of course the positive flux, the positive ions in us, and the negative flux, the negative ions. In fact, it also balances the masculine and feminine energies, enabling us to be the best man or the best woman that we are to be in this lifetime. Do join me and let us try out these practices, either activating yourself through the right nostril or deactivating yourself through the left nostril. Make a choice and practice these techniques. You can do them with a simple in and out ratio, breathing in and out for say 6 counts in, 6 counts out. Many of the patients need 4 counts in, 4 counts out. Later on you could add the Savitri pranayama with a held in and held out breath, or the Sukha Purvaka where you breathe in for a count, hold for the same count, breathe out for the same count, and hold out for the same count. This practice should be done a minimum of 9 rounds at each sitting. You could go up to 27 rounds, and twice, 3 or even 4 times a day depending on your need. It is like in medicine we prescribe tablets to be taken once a day, twice a day, thrice or 4 times. Similarly, these practices can be performed at regular intervals to produce the maximum benefit in your own life.